Hello and welcome to another Percentage Chance Reacts, this time to the Marvel Rivals Season 4 trailer. Now, there is no dev insight, dev vision, whatever thingy that is, well, I'm going to move that real quick. Hold on. That there's no like 10, 15 minute dev dive after this one. There's a cat staring at me right now. It's very amusing. He might jump on me any second now. Oh, here he comes. There is a minute and a half, slightly over a minute and a half, reveal trailer for season 4. I already know who the characters are. You won't actually see them in the bottom left. Don't worry about that. I know who they are. I have some thoughts. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I think that season 4 is very exciting right now, because I'm pretty sure I know what class these two characters are going to be. One's a fan favorite, although I do have some thoughts and concerns about why that might let some people down, but we'll have to see. Nevertheless, I have a suspicion people will ultimately be happy because I imagine a certain skin will be there pretty early. Secondly, after we're done watching the trailer, because again, all we actually have to react to today is just a minute and a half trailer, so that's not a whole lot. I'm going to peruse Twitter, not like with you guys, after we're done watching this, in case there's any other news tidbits that came through the grapevine. I've intentionally not looked there. All the Rivals news I have, unfortunately, comes from Twitter right now because I can't get any of that to be, brain. I can't get any of that on Blue Sky yet, unfortunately. Not enough of the people that I follow that keep me up to date on Rivals news are unfortunately over there because everybody prefers it over in Nazi Town, USA. But anyway, let's actually take a look at the trailer. Just to be clear, I have not watched it yet, obviously. I would hope that's obvious, but anyway, let's go. Guess who realized at the last second he both didn't have sound in his earbuds and that horrible audio buzzing was actually happening on the recording. Good thing I caught that one. Anyway, fun story. I lost audio last night on the 2-hour Silent Hill stream I did. About 40% of the way in, and I didn't notice until I was done. So most of that stream didn't have game sound. I feel great about that. Anyway, let's go. Make sure this is in 4K real quick. Good. God damn it. Whatever. Is it still in 4K? This is the Heart of the Dragon. Heart of the Dragon? Yeah, Heart of the Dragon. Season 4. Kunlun, Iron Fist. Iron Fist based. Yeah, our two new characters are, of course, Angela, who I'm sure is a Vanguard. Our first flying... Oh yeah, that's a Vanguard. That's a Vanguard-ass fucking... That is a fucking Vanguard-ass silhouette. That is... Oh. The Muscle Mommy fans are gonna be happy. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a Vanguard. Look at the width. Look at the width. That's a Ryu wide lady. I love it. Very excited to see Angela.
Guardian of the 8th City.
For those that don't know, I'm gonna butcher the shit out of Angela's comic backstory real quick. She was a character that originated, to my understanding, in Spawn comics, and then in a similar way to when Marvel got the rights to Captain America later on in their run, and then incorporated him into the Marvel Universe. They incorporated her later, and basically just kind of said, actually, she's like Thor's cousin or something. I actually can't remember if it's cousin or like half sister or something like that. It's somewhere in that area. Like I told you, I'm gonna butcher the shit out of it. Either way, she's very popular. She's a pretty beloved character, and I'm excited to see her come in. I would be shocked if most people seeing her in this game weren't seeing her for the first time, though, to be fair.
Surrender to the hand of heaven.
But yeah, direct relation to Thor, probably a lot of fun narrative dialogue. Probably a team up with Thor, Loki, and Hela in store or something, or at least some of them, maybe not all of them. And of course we have Daredevil. That was, of course, a big, popular, heavily requested character, so hey.
The devil doesn't kneel before false.
Now, the thing about this is that according to the description of the trailer, which I would like to check right now. Yeah, this. After Null's fall, Hela is imprisoned in the Anhai Ziji War Zhejiang. Devil of the Eighth City dares her to atone for her sins. So this was hinted at a few months ago in some of the gallery card things. Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of my face real quick because it's covering some of that. Yeah, Dijon, Devil of the Eighth City, dares her to atone for her sins, but Angela will not forgive her betrayal. She arrives in the heart of heaven, demanding Hela be handed over, yet its guardian refuses to surrender someone under his protection. Justice will be served and a debt will be paid. So that implies to me, Dijon, I don't think it's Matt Murdock. I think it's an original character. So there you go. I think this is probably what they meant when they said we're going to add original characters more than like, you know, their own completely unique character. People have been bitching for the last month. Like, why would you add original characters? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, right now, Luna Snow was created by NetEase in collaboration with Marvel years ago. Lin Lie was also created in collaboration with Marvel with NetEase years ago. In the comics, by the way, I don't just mean for this game. They were co-created with NetEase for basically collaborative projects, right? So Lin Lie is also like that. But also one I don't see people talking about enough, Psylocke. Psylocke is an original character right now. She's not completely original because it's Psylocke, but she's not like, you know, she's not Betsy Braddock. She's not. She's I'm forgetting her exact name right now. But she's also technically an original character. I think people don't quite get that that's what they meant. They didn't mean like whole new, completely new characters. They meant, hey, some of the characters you meet are going to be multiversy. So we can do whatever we want with them, right? And like that, thus, we can have a Daredevil that's not Matt Murdock. I think that's more what they meant. Now, there's always the possibility that maybe that is Matt Murdock. And like, you know, he's just some reason why he's using a different name, maybe. I don't know. But I have a feeling it's most likely a multiversy Daredevil that's not Matt Murdock. Now, to be fair, you shouldn't have to worry too hard because you'll get your Daredevil Born Again skin probably right at release, if I had to guess, considering they've already made the one for Frank. I'll probably put those in a bundle. I would feel very surprised if they weren't going to capitalize on that. That would be kind of silly to think that they wouldn't. But anyway, you know what? I'm actually going to rewind the trailer and we're going to watch it from scratch since I have not seen most of it at this point. And let's just talk about things in the trailer after this time. You know, let's get a clean viewing. But then we can rewind. I should have done that the first time. Let's just enjoy it. But I kind of wanted to get that out of my system, you know? So if maybe it's Matt Murdock using an alias, maybe it's not. I'm going to say for now it's not. Nah. Is she going to have like summon sword shit? That's what it looks like.
The devil doesn't kneel before.
So is this a Daredevil that's like mainly from Kunlun? Because that could be rad. Ooh! Because I don't think it's Matt. I don't think it's Matt. I'm sorry. Let me see that My Hero Academia shit again. Yo! Yeah, this is a magic-infused Daredevil. Yeah, Kunlun. Might even be Asian, I'm not sure. I can't tell with the mask.
You are not the only one without
Yo!
Asking me for back, and I haven't really had an answer. Now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
And they're clashing. They're not happy with each other. The heartbeat. That's really good. So yeah, Daredevil. I kind of wanted to take a screenshot of that, but that's okay. Daredevil coming to Rivals. So it's interesting. I'm guessing the reason they decided to go with an original Daredevil and not Matt, and they're getting into all the Kunlunny stuff, is probably because they wanted it to be like rooted in the Kunlun season, right? But two, I did kind of wonder for a bit, even though like, you know, there are characters with quote unquote without powers on the roster, like Frank Castle, who are just fine, right? But I did wonder if there was a part of them that was like, well, I mean, Daredevil's just a guy who's really good at getting beat up, you know? That's kind of his whole thing. He's just kind of really good at taking a punch, right? But like, how do we get him to feel like he's on the same playing field? And well, let's give him some supernatural bullshit. Well, Matt doesn't really do that. Okay, well then let's make it an original guy, Dejong. I'm down with that, frankly. That's cool. I think that looks rad. I was a little skeptical at first, but honestly, I think that looks fantastic. I'm very excited to see what else we get from this character. Yeah, that looks great. I assume Angela's first, Flying Vanguard, and which is awesome. And then we have Daredevil up second. So that's probably, I would assume it's not going to be Angela second. They know they can get more hype out of making people wait a little bit for Daredevil. I think they get that. Anyway, that looks fantastic. All right, now that we got a clean clip that I can use later as far as a short, let me examine some of these details again. Yeah, Dizong. Wait, how do you pronounce it? Sorry, let me hear it again. Deek Song. Deek Song.
The devil doesn't kneel before false angels.
That's a good Daredevil voice. So we got like, yeah, she got like summon swords and shit. Look at that. Yeah, he's gonna have some crazy agility shit. Oh man, that looks so great. That fucking All Might shit is awesome. Look at his mouth. It's frame tearing. It's so cool. I wish they made more of these. If I could import one thing into Marvel Rivals hype cycle, it would be Overwatch style 10 to 12 minute like animated shorts in this style, because holy shit, dude. I really wish that I could have like a Bastion style short about Daredevil. I mean, you'd never run out of these damn things. That's the thing, you know. I imagine that's why, is they you know, they have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff in their pipeline at the point. Wow, look at that. I like the look of the batons too. Jesus fucking Christ, that's so cool. I assume this is his ult. He's gonna like unleash devil power or something, you know. He is the storm that is approaching after all. Who would team up? What characters would I want Daredevil to have a team up with? It's kind of tricky given that he seems to be not Matt Murdock, which is fine. But it makes the question of who he would have team ups with a little trickier to me. Blade seems fair. Punisher seems likely. Moon Knight you could also do. I'd like to see Spider-Man. Really, there's a lot of stuff you could do. So I would assume Daredevil's a duelist. I get it. There's too many duelists, but at least this season it's not two duelists again. Hey man, we got a Vanguard. I'm good. Listen, you're gonna get 12 characters a year. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand what it was like in Overwatch with this shit. Y'all getting a character a month? A month. Even if they stuck to their original... This is the thing that some people don't get. Even if they stuck to their original, like, release pipeline, right? To get the way that they had the FF. They have two members of the FF, and then another two in 6 to 8 weeks. That's 4 characters. I mean, that's season 1. They didn't keep that pace because that would have been insane. But then they had a character every 6 to 8 weeks for the second season. And then with season 3, we jumped to 1 a month, right? But like, you got to understand, even that pace would have been absurd for Overwatch. If you played Overwatch, you would get a character every 4 to 5 months, maybe. sometimes 6. And that meant if you were like a tank main, like me, if you like being tank, you would maybe get a new one once a year. Maybe. Listen, y'all being like, man, there's too many duelists. Oh, I don't want to see another duelist every time they announce one, but you're on a monthly schedule. Bro, do you understand that over in Overwatch Town, if y'all get a fucking DPS character, good luck. Guess what? That's your guy for the next 4 to 6 months. 3 to 4 months. I forget exactly what the new pace for Overwatch 2 is. It's a little faster than that. But, like, still absurd. Like, not absurd, just like they have a good fucking pipeline for this shit at this point. And now we got one every year. Or sorry, one every month, which is insane. So it's like, yeah, okay, you're gonna get another duelist. But guess what? We'll see what happens next season. I'm sure there will be a season at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see where we even get. Listen, I would love it if we got a season with 2 strategists or 2 vanguards or a strategist and a vanguard. I think if that happened, everybody would cool down. Unfortunately, I suspect because a lot of these character plans were made over a year ago. Or sorry, these character plans, it takes a year to make a character at this point with the current pipeline, along with everything else, right? In terms of planning, which means these things are kind of set in stone for a while. I would be shocked if it was, listen, year 2, I imagine, based on things they've said, we will probably start seeing something like 2 tanks in 1 month, or 2 tanks in 1 season, 2 strategists 1 season, or both, 1 of each, right? And when that happens, I imagine the pace will get dramatically better. The game's not going anywhere anytime soon. They're fine. But man, I'm. It is very likely he's a duelist. I would be kind of shocked if he wasn't. But Angela's clearly a vanguard. What's that? What's that hand? Is that something he put on her? Is that a gameplay element that they're putting in the trailer? That little hand? You see that? The hand above her? Is that related to the Hand, which, if you don't know, is a criminal ninja organization that Daredevil has a lot of run-ins every now and then with, or is that something else? The Hand has a lot of relation to Kunlun. To be fair, they're sort of rivals with that nation. So I would be, see what I did there? Totally, not on purpose. Anyway, yeah, I maybe he like marks people and then like does more damage, which I guess is something Spidey does. But hey, that's okay.
Without fear!
I love the. Wait, hold on. Let me see that again. What are the things hovering over them? So she's also got her own like devil trigger. Oh no, I actually want to see what that is. What is her thing she's summoning there?
You are not the only one without fear.
Okay, it's like, what is that? Is that a tiger? I think it's a tiger. And then of course that's a dragon. So okay, yeah, this Daredevil has access to Kunlun shit. Yeah, okay, it's a tiger. Or I think. I'm not sure. Either way, that looks rad. I'm going to go peruse Twitter and see if there were any more additional updates. I'm surprised I got this much footage out of this already, though, to be honest. If there's any more additional updates like timing or details about their kits or clarification on exactly what they are, I would rather that stuff be in this video. So I'm going to go peruse and I'll be back in a moment. Or I will find nothing and I'll be like, okay, there was nothing. Goodbye. Okay, no, there was pretty much no additional updates. Although I will say, and I did want to briefly mention it, as you can see down in that little space in the middle, this is also going to be hitting PS4 this season, which is very exciting. That's huge actually for the game's longevity. People don't, especially with some of the news recently, like guys, the PS5 has not permeated culture the same way the PS4 did. it is not actually a one-to-one changeover ratio that everybody that bought a PS5 is playing it, / everybody that had a PS4 has bought a PS5. That did not happen. The price was a lot for a lot of people, and like that just happens, especially when the prices are going up over time. Yay. Because that makes sense. So like, yeah, I don't know if people realize this. The PS4 has the single biggest install base on any platform at all today, other than like, I don't know, Steam, I guess. But like, yeah, that's gonna drastically boost the player numbers drastically. I'm actually kind of curious to check out that version myself, just to see what's going on with it. But yeah, this getting the game playable on PS4 will be will probably be a huge deal. I imagine it'll just be running the lower spec, lower scale version of the game. As long as it's running 60, I think that's fine. I don't expect anybody's going to be playing that shit at 30. You know, I would be shocked if there might be a 30 mode, but like I although standard PS4, I'm a little curious. I'm sure they'll just tweak those graphics settings down. Listen, people on PC play this game with like most of the blocky animation stuff turned off. So like, you know, if you can get it running, I think people will be happy enough if they can play it. I mean, I'm still kind of surprised that they didn't try to get this running in the first place. They just kind of thought it would be easier, I guess. But hey, I mean, less than a year in, there you go, I guess. But hey, there you go. Unless you count the beta, then I guess technically it's a year, but also not really. Anyway, that was another Percentage Chance Reacts. I'm going to go ahead and get this up, and we'll probably do some No Man's Sky later. I'm probably already up and doing that if you're watching, to be honest. So, yeah, with that, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.